Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt, and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episodes 9 and 10 of The Sopranos. What'd you think of the last two episodes?
I think that this show just keeps getting better. You know, we've talked about it's just highly character driven.
Yeah.
As we get further into the season, we're getting to know people more and more.
There's so many interesting characters, all of them with their positive negatives, some of them with their mostly negatives, some of them with their potential but fuck up-bury in the first few episodes. So it's just really interesting to dive into all of these deep characters and have this element of the therapy and mental health and stuff all overlapping with just criminal activity.
Yeah.
Loving it so far.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episodes.
Come on.
Ooh, running through a graveyard?
Lay off, he's a kid.
So he should neglect his eldest, just like his father.
Oh my gosh.
How come he's not supposed to breathe in the cemetery? Because you'll make the dead people jealous.
Soccer, Tony.
My only son's a couch potato.
What's with Allie today? She's sleepwalking out there.
She looks like a zombie. Oh, is this ref paid?
Yeah, Zebra, I'm talking to you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Allie!
What's going on with Allie? Nice! Sports are sports.
Brilliant coach, he's a beautiful, brilliant genius. I'll blow the guy at midfield.
How many chances does a man get to coach his own daughter?
Oh, so Allie's his kid?
Oh, I guess.
Why don't you give the coach here a deluxe?
He's a married man.
It's not a house.
I don't think that's what the problem was.
I'm still trying to find out if you've been named, all right? For all I know, they got a folder with my name on it.
I could really use your help.
Honey, I'll be right home.
I'll be right home, honey.
If there's a leak, it's in Tony's boat.
Don't stammer around like a fucking spastic.
Yeah, this is quite an accusation. Man, to accuse Tony?
You guys, where's Al?
What happened to Allie? She was the one who was kind of a little messed up on the field, right?
Allie!
Oh!
Her parents split up. That's why she spends all her time at our house.
She was just cutting herself, right? That wasn't a suicide attempt?
No, she was just cutting herself.
Suicide attempt?
Oh.
Small cutting is the clinical term.
Her mother says she tried this before.
Wait, so is she not the coach's?
I think she is. Oh, no, because
They
the
got a
other...
divorce. Her parents got a divorce.
Yeah.
If my daughter ever tried to kill herself.
Man, now we're dealing with teenage mental health issues?
Last week I called you a whore. I might have been overstating the case.
I was thinking Boca Raton.
You read my mind. Wiggle room on this small job. I can pass my recommends on to my cousin.
I'm suspicious of that.
This last move was the best move you ever did.
Hey, James, how you doing?
Man, they're all just meeting here. Oh, he took a different job?
Rhode Island doubled my salary, giving my daughter a full ride.
Damn.
They made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Yeah, well, you haven't heard ours yet.
Let's not get lazy out here, come on!
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Oh.
10 laps around the goals. Anybody else want to mouth off?
This coach is in trouble. You're leaving and punishing Soprano's daughter.
If only they knew the other side of you.
They'd eat me for breakfast. 16 years.
Whoa.
I was Junior.
He's catching some shut-eye.
When you kiss me down there, you're like a great artist.
I do not want to picture that.
Just keep it to yourself, okay, Roberta?
Why the big secret?
Does that make you look weak?
Because they think it's a sign of weakness. I don't make the rules.
Some masculinity going on there.
Why does your wife hate me?
Charmaine doesn't hate you.
Yeah, she does.
You lie like I played a French horn. Wearing a cap in a nice restaurant like this.
That burns my ass.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Take your hat off.
Excuse me?
Take the hat off.
How you doing?
Man, what would he have done if he didn't take the hat off?
I feel like it's just funny the things that bother them so much.
Right.
Send him a bottle of Montepulciano. Get the license plate of these two guys sitting behind Artie.
Ooh.
I mean, he said he wasn't being followed. But,
Right? I'm sure he's still paranoid.
I mean, they do kind of look like cops.
I didn't even notice them.
I didn't either.
How you doing?
Good. I'm gonna play.
No shit. Pardon my French.
I had a long talk with Coach Hauser, and I told her she didn't have to.
So it's not her dad.
Right.
Coach pressure you, Allie?
It's what we all wanted.
Okay. Right?
Then that look was really weird on the field.
I mean, it doesn't seem like she wants to play.
Also, is Carmela Lois Griffin?
No.
Kind of sounds like her, right?
I can see that, yeah.
If you discuss that with anyone, we're gonna go 10 rounds.
Jeez.
My lips are sealed.
Not too sealed, right?
Oh God, please stop. Ooh, he's being followed.
Have they followed them all the way to Boca?
Yeah.
Something from your friends at the Bada Bing Club.
You tell your friends I know all about them.
If you did, you'd do what they want.
We call this extortion.
It's just a TV.
You tell those assholes Don Hauser will not be intimidated.
It's just a TV.
Hey!
They do not care.
Bobby, you are so lucky with this guy. Always have to ask him for oral sex.
What?
We always used to yak about our sex lives. It would be better if we didn't anymore.
Yeah, you gotta close that off. Ooh, that's getting out.
Yeah, so she already had talked about it.
Miss Meadows' soccer team is going to the sectionals.
Nobody tells me anything.
Just told you.
Uncle June, how was Boca?
Wonderful. I don't go down enough.
Not what I heard.
Oh my God.
Oh, what did I say?
I'm excused.
How you gonna play tomorrow? You don't eat.
They quit.
Whoa.
It was just a little suicidal gesture, that's all.
Go ahead, honey.
Only time you act like a grandmother around here is when you score some points.
I will not eat in this house.
Good, leave.
Take me home.
He just wants to eat.
How's Junior the sanest person at the table right there?
What's with you and Uncle June tonight?
Tony, you better not get in that coach's face. No, I shouldn't say.
Come on,
Tony, I
Carmela.
shouldn't.
I mean, Junior's got dirt on Tony, too.
The old man's whistling to the wheat field? Oh, he's a bushman of the Kalahari. Oh, my God, if this ever gets out.
Bunch of hypocrites.
What goes on in this bedroom stays here.
I can resist the urge to gossip.
Oh, step it up.
I like when it was about Junior, it was funny.
Yeah, and then about him, hey, you shut up.
Do you honestly believe they're gonna stop there? What's next?
How is this his fault?
Don't pretend like you don't know what Tony Soprano is capable of.
Man, he just gets shit on by her constantly.
The Chris?
Yeah.
Golden Retriever, blue nylon collar. I won't want Petey to get hit by a car.
Oh, shit, Chris. What are you gonna do?
Hey, Pete, come here. What, no reward? Just kidding. I'm an animal lover.
That's just a message to say I could get inside your house?
I got a feeling he's gonna reconsider the big move.
Yeah.
You got people all around you trying to help you, and all you do is bitch and moan.
Coach Hauser had sex with Allie.
Oh.
I knew that was a weird look.
Yeah, fuck.
What a creep.
Maybe there was some confusion. It looked like she was sophisticated in your guys' eyes.
Dad!
What the fuck, Tony?
Coach should not have been in any position where there's even a remote possibility of confusion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mom, I only told you I wouldn't make Coach Hauser stay here.
Oh, he's not staying.
He's also not leaving.
No hired help. This is personal.
I'm gonna give him a real after-school special.
Kidnap the coach's dog and all that other shit, but if you do one more thing...
He has no idea.
He fucked little Allie Vandermeed.
Fucked?
Yeah.
Chiara, he drove her home from the supermarket.
Oh.
He deserves to die.
He ain't gonna be doing that shit no more. I guarantee you that.
Cut his balls off?
No, teaching. He's not gonna be teaching kids anymore. How are they gonna handle this? Like, is he actually dead?
I don't know.
Nobody told you to put my nephew under surveillance.
I just wanted to be on the safe side, and I'm glad I did.
Whoa, you're making moves without discussing with Junior?
Last week, he goes toward the medical center, and they lose him.
Therapy.
Your nephew was talking to the feds. And what the fuck else would be the big secret?
Yep, therapy.
So slimy how
Oh,
they
yeah.
all are behind each other's backs.
Trying to concentrate here.
Shut up.
Did you get any golf in down in Boca, Uncle June?
Fucking manners, please.
Game against Mountain Lakes, you wouldn't have missed that fucking fly ball.
That's gotta be way back in the day.
Yeah.
Uncle June's in a muff. I'm a rough.
Oh, God, there's so many secrets between all of them.
you guys go to a sushi bar?
The fuck's he talking about?
Junior's gonna spill.
Oh, yeah.
At least I can deal with my own problems. Don't bullshit with me.
All right. I mean, he was
Junior-
very strategic in what he said.
Yeah.
South to the border.
You are pushing it, Tony.
He's not gonna get away with this.
You got that right.
Everything changed so much.
Right?
Arthur, what?
You think you're the only one who knows?
Your mobster friend gonna do something crazy?
You can't tell me that Coach Hauser doesn't deserve it.
Okay, but
What do you want?
I'd like to rip his heart out of his chest.
cannot believe you only think about yourself.
What? He was with your daughter.
What is going on with Charmaine?
She sucks.
I feel like when we first met her, she wasn't really like this.
Yeah, I mean, she was always suspicious of Tony, but
Right.
obviously that's correct.
He's seeing a psychiatrist, for Christ's sake. How about that, huh?
Fucking knew it.
No, you didn't fucking know it.
Yeah, you didn't know it.
Do you remember those two fucking Escobedo brothers? The shrink was in a fucking witness chair.
Oh, shit.
She said the rules were only if she thought somebody was in danger, right?
Yeah, but those rules mean she can say something.
I feel like Melfi's in danger.
She's definitely in danger.
What would you do? You'd call the cops, give him psychiatric counseling, and we could have sympathy for the fuck.
Anthony Soprano always has to set things right.
He's been so angry at her.
I feel like everything is just off.
I gotta talk to you.
Finish later, right?
So much cash.
Nothing's happened yet, has it?
All right, don't worry about it. You got nothing to do with it.
It's wrong, Tony. It's just gonna make us feel better. Leave it to the cops.
Getting the same advice as his therapist.
Tony, don't do it.
Why don't you get the fuck out of here?
What does he do?
Did I tell you to keep your mouth shut?
Oh,
You stupid fucking blabbermouth! Don't be here tomorrow!
damn, after 16 years? Just because she was bragging about you? And that's healthier than therapy?
See in the house?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Walk away.
Ooh.
Don't do it.
Fuck.
Shocked to hear of charges brought against Donald Hauser.
Went to the cops.
Police issued a warrant for Hauser's arrest.
Wow.
Oh, jeez, Tony. Man, he's gone.
I didn't hurt nobody.
You didn't. I mean, his daughter didn't want to. His therapist didn't want to. Just go to bed there. No.
Oh, I was early.
I don't like it.
I know you hate it.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Open the door. This is all a message to your friends. Now out, tell them.
Oh, he's the message. Damn. Territory?
This is just a little token of my appreciation.
They're illegal, aren't they?
They're cigars.
I bet these motherfuckers were hard to come by, huh?
Yeah, they fell off a truck.
It's done. Juan Valdez has been separated from his donkey.
You ever play at the club? Some of the members? You know, I think you'd like them very much, Tom.
Got a little invite.
A score like this happens once in a lifetime. Baby.
Holly, baby.
That's not his girlfriend, right? Tony's?
No, I think that was the
was
Russian
that her?
girlfriend, yeah.
How many years with Tony Soprano's crew, some shit has finally worked out. Why don't you just forget about working and be with me?
And be one of those wives like Carmela Soprano.
Jeez.
Hey. About time.
Is there a line or anything?
Bold men make bold statements.
He's only bold because he see me hooked up with the Tony Soprano crew.
Whoa, what was that?
Maybe it was a warning to them?
Or to tell them to do something to him.
I'm at a party at G's crib. There's business to be done.
Huh. Okay, so it was a legitimate offer.
Yeah, what's sort of business?
He seems to be doing just fine without Soprano.
What do we have here?
Whoa.
Like that shit? You people are all right. Godfather, I've seen that movie 200 times. The third one, I think it was just misunderstood.
All right.
Herman Rabkin.
Cash.
I don't know him personally, but I know his history.
Oh, the producer.
Stealing royalties from the black men that made them the money in the first place. Jimmy's mother is owed that money.
It's not really business. He just wants money that's probably rightfully owed to him back.
But it's not like Chris has that type of pool.
No.
I'm an OG original gangster, not him.
Whatever he brings to Tony about this, it's not going to go well.
Barb Wagner called. They invite us to a barbecue over at their house. All right. Didn't think so. You believe how much it costs for a college education for 4 years? God forbid. What if something should happen?
You'll be taken care of.
By who?
It's whoever's next.
So I can't tell if you're old-fashioned or just a fucking asshole.
Probably the asshole part.
Or all of the above.
Remember Richie Santini? You've heard his band. You think Massive Genius would be interested?
I'm arranging a sit-down for him with Hesh.
Oh, he got a sit down?
I know this sounds kind of funny. Music management.
That's quite a pivot.
With how much you listen to the radio, you'd be good. But I get to pick what you wear.
It's an awkward compromise. So she's gonna be a music manager now?
I guess so.
It's reparations that I seek.
What do here, Hesh? I'm guided by you.
He's got to do the right thing, that's what.
Yeah, what the fuck, Christopher?
Because he wants to get in with him.
It's true.
$400,000. We'll set the record straight.
Wasn't really a great meeting for Christopher to arrange.
Gave me a gift of some excellent Cuban cigars.
Having a gangster living next door.
Safest block in the neighbor.
Safest block?
The only thing separating American business from the mob's fucking whacking somebody.
Hangs around with Tony Soprano, and it's fucking this and fucking that.
I like that they made a distinction. The business world is not much different than the gangster world.
I think this is like their audition.
Yeah.
So what do they call themselves?
Used to be Defiler. Now they're called Visiting Day.
I mean, the bar's pretty full.
Yeah. What if this was a real band? He's too interested in her.
Without the right help from you, could end up in a miscellaneous B section.
Was that a compliment? Miscellaneous V?
You interested? Yes.
Yeah, see, he's interested in the wrong thing. He's already asking for 400 grand and now he's gonna go after his girl.
Excuse me.
Trying to get a peek? What the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
He still lives with his parents.
Richie had third-degree burns from trying to grill that trout with a downed power line.
What?
What did he do?
He said he tried to grill a trout with a downed power line?
I'm really fucking doing it. All thanks to you.
This is gonna be bad.
She's so excited, though.
I don't mean white like Caucasian, like our friend Cusimano. He eats his Sunday gravy out of a jar.
Didn't get any of that.
The guys, what they think if I started hanging out with the Metagon.
He's gotta keep his image up.
I was in your neighborhood last night.
I was gonna say, they'll roam in the same circle if he starts hanging out with him.
Right.
Should've stopped by. Live right next door.
The barbecue.
Oh, right.
You didn't hear any strange noises last night in your neighborhood?
You saw my house.
Things are getting closer.
Hey, Jack, you're a stockbroker, right?
Ooh, insider trading.
A year from Ross on Dexplex.
Dexplex?
You're not gonna include him in the conversation?
Come on, will you? Let's not talk business for once, huh?
That's what Tony wanted.
You guys play the stock market?
Oh, we don't just play. We win.
All right. These people are probably bigger criminals than Soprano. Little Jimmy Willis, is that who they want the money for?
Believe so.
And he just got shook down by Junior for like $250K. He's losing his money quick. This guy's not liking it.
Let's take 62. We ought to just bag it.
What'd he say?
They gotta bag it.
Okay, we're bagging it.
We should have bagged this 2 days ago when it was fucking perfect.
I think they're pissed at her.
Hey, what do you say we finish this shit, all right?
Kinko's gave me 5 days off.
Kinko's?
Here, try this.
Oh, don't give him drugs.
Spike up.
No fucking way.
He's gonna force him to do drugs?
The bass and the drum tracks were mic'd wrong.
King of rock. You're out of your depth.
Music isn't easy.
All your songs, you got no choruses.
The Beatles, look, that's been 40 fucking years now.
And everyone knows who the Beatles are.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So we take it from the top. We'll use a ukulele.
Yeah, I was like, they don't have their, I don't know what that was.
Guitar?
Bass?
American Biotics. Can you place the order today?
You think they were messing with her?
I don't know if they're messing with her, but she's just going off of what she heard instead of any more research. I feel like this is going to be backfire.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Ooh, and he's playing golf with him now?
Tony, you ever play that place in Orlando? Mount Plymouth? Al Capone built it.
This is a weird question.
Let me ask you a question. How real was the Godfather?
Why would he know?
How would I know?
Yeah.
I want to know if you really had to cut your finger and take an oath.
This is so inappropriate.
You got a lot of friends in New York, Tony?
You ever go down to Little Italy?
What the fuck?
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to.
This guy's about to get hit.
Did you ever meet John Gotti?
Yeah. I knew John.
Is he messing with them?
I hope so.
Well, they're auctioning off the last bungalow bar truck. Gotti outbid me. Gave me a ride home. You know, he rang that bell the whole way home.
I don't know if he's just fucking with them or either way, those guys are so inappropriate.
Meow.
This is terrible.
Yeah, this is good.
He just wants to watch her dance.
Meow.
Will this guy tell him the truth? The other guy just wants some action.
Wince.
There's good and there's not good. This is not good.
Massive is a genius, so what the fuck was he talking about?
Maybe Christopher will put it together.
Yeah, I can't believe he hasn't yet.
He's not the brightest.
Every time he opened his mouth, we'd piss ourselves laughing. But Jimmy didn't mind because he got to hang out with us, you know, although we only called him when we were bored.
So now he feels like the person who just joins the group just to be laughed at?
The poor prick was going home every night and crying himself to sleep. I felt bad, but I never really understood what he felt till I played golf with those guys.
Yeah, damn.
You live, you learn.
I mean, even she knows at the dinner they were all just laughing about him.
You're going to have to find some other schmuck to have your altruistic moment with.
Expect to hear from Goldstein, Baum, and Warrenov.
Damn.
You sampled the backing vocal. I would, of course, have to counter-sue.
Damn, sue for Sue.
What kind of mullignans are these?
He's got a bulletproof vest on.
Now this is the Donatella Versace.
Nice.
MTV Awards.
He needs to talk to her.
Yeah.
You know how I use the technique of positive visualization?
You're fairly negative a lot of the time.
The only reason you gotten this far with Massive, he wants to be in your pants.
Good job, Christopher. You figured it out.
What about my opinion? That it's special?
You just want to win. I mean, it sucks for her to hear.
This is just a way for you to keep me down.
I feel bad. She was so excited.
Yeah.
I could have a relationship with a man that wasn't based on fucking.
Yeah, this sucks because Christopher's not wrong.
I love you.
That is such a lie.
Devastating for her to hear that.
I feel like he should have handled that a little differently.
He definitely could have.
Delivery.
Yeah, he definitely could have done that better.
But she's also just like so excited that I don't think she's seeing.
No, she's not seeing it clearly.
I'm fucking with Kuzamano.
Hold on to it for a while.
Oh, Tony, that is so evil.
What is in the box?
It's just sand, I think.
Need you to hang on to this for a while. In a little while, I'll come get it when I need it. I meant to ask you about the club. What's going on?
Membership's closed.
Damn.
No biggie, Kuz.
You sure?
Thanks.
He's like, what's in this? That's some good payback. Oh, it's him? Just working out?
It's just like angry working out.
Probably a healthy way to get out his anger instead of killing people.
A weapon? I don't know.
This is awesome.
Don't touch it.
That was great. All right. That was episode 9 and 10 of The Sopranos. What'd you think?
2 very different episodes.
Yeah, definitely slower.
Slower than what we've seen. Episode 9 was very dark.
Yes.
Each of these 2 episodes have kind of had, like, obviously all the same characters, but very different storylines between the 2 and different outsiders kind of involved. So episode 9, we have the soccer coach.
Right.
From the beginning, the look that he was giving Allie was weird, but then I thought that was her dad and got confused, so it was like, oh, like...
I thought maybe she was on drugs or something. Like,
yeah.
There was clearly something going on with her. As the episode went on, it definitely felt stranger, the relationship that the coach had just with the team in general.
And the way that Meadow kind of reacted to him, or almost kind of overreacted, it seemed.
Yeah.
And then he gives her like the punishment to run. Meadow is a teenager. We've seen her, we've seen everything, but she is very, I think, pretty level-headed for a teenager.
Yeah, she's a very smart character.
Yeah, so I think to see her kind of snap on him, seemingly without reason.
Right.
Because I had assumed that the girls hadn't seen the story about him leaving yet. It made me very suspicious.
Right. I think both these episodes had, I wouldn't say a turning point, but characters going through like a decision-making process. Episode 9 was Soprano, episode 10 was Christopher. In episode 9, once it's finally revealed of what the coach has actually done, obviously when you think of Soprano and mobsters and stuff, your first thought is probably violence.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna beat this guy up, they're going to castrate him, they're gonna kill him, they're gonna do something horrible to him, probably rightfully deserved, but that's kind of the path that they were going down.
Which is crazy because they initially wanted him to stay.
Right, yeah, they really wanted him because he was such a good coach.
Yeah.
And for Soprano, he was just getting it from so many people to not get involved. Doesn't have to be involved in everything. He has so many problems going on. It does make sense to a certain degree that why is this your battle when there are other methods of handling the situation other than just violence from him. So he was getting it from the therapist to let the cops handle it. He was getting it from Meadow, and he was getting it from, I think his name is Arthur, the chef.
I don't remember his name, but the restaurant owner.
Yeah, the chef, his wife.
That's Charmaine
Or something like that.
Yeah.
A little aggressive to him, especially when the chef really had no real responsibility, but he was still getting shit on by her.
Yeah, I don't know. That was like a weird turn because I feel like when we initially met her, I did like her a lot. And then she had that moment with Carmela.
Right, yeah, where Carmela kind of treated her like help.
Yeah, but generally I actually did kind of like her. So just seems very like angry.
She was just very angry that episode, specifically to her husband, who had almost no role in anything. But I guess her conversation with him led to him going and confronting Soprano also. I mean, getting in Soprano's face about like letting the cops handle it.
Yeah, and obviously it's the right thing to do in general.
Right.
To not take this into your own hands, but it was really the right thing for Tony to do as well in this, for whatever stuff he has going on outside and like externally. This was not the way to do this. It needed to be done right because this was affecting someone else's child. It's going to affect his own family. And now it could have potentially an effect on his future jobs, like everything, as opposed to just like, oh, he was killed by
someone mysteriously or something.
It needed to be done the right way.
And I feel like this gives a little bit more justice, a little bit more closure to everyone involved. So it was just interesting to see Soprano process this, get the opinion and feedback of so many different people in his life. And he really was there, like drinking probably, I assume, for a very long time about what to do. And he made a decision that you would probably think is uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah.
Or people in his industry.
Yeah, no, it seemed that he was actually thinking clearly, even though he was
super drunk. He came home super drunk, started dancing with Carmela and just fell asleep on the floor.
Yeah, Meadows just watching. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm proud of Tony for making that decision, but I feel like it was hard for him because he does get very protective over his family.
Oh, absolutely.
Like they said that Allie's been coming to their house like 3 nights a week for dinner or something. Like that girl's like family too.
Yeah, so it was a very personal situation for everyone involved, but I think they ended up handling it the correct way because, you know, justice was served.
Yeah, just a very dark episode.
But it was very dark, which is always crazy to think of how much this show focuses on conversations and listening, mental health, and then we went to, you know, teenage mental health and stuff. So this is not just some people doing some crime and seeing if they can get away with it, and like the cat and mouse chase between mobsters and cops or something.
Yeah.
Like the show's so much deeper than that.
We always try to keep in perspective that this film did come out in 1999.
I think this show came out in 1999.
Yeah, so a lot of things that we see now, this maybe doesn't seem as crazy that we're touching on so many of these different real life issues. But to think that this show came out in 1999.
Yeah, for it to come out like 2 decades ago, this has to be some pretty revolutionary stuff for television.
Yeah.
I mean, your main character is a mobster, is a killer, and the show is dark.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm sure most people would turn on the TV just to feel good. This is probably one of the first shows where you turn it on and you're like, shit, that was a rough episode. There was also a lot of image problems, like Junior with his oral situation. That was crazy. I mean, he shoved a pie in her face after 16 years or something because the word got out.
Yeah, that was like wild to me because I feel like Junior's been getting like more and more kind of level-headed since becoming like
the boss,
the head honcho. Yeah. So for him to kind of throw away that relationship after 16 years, I guess his image is that important to him.
Yeah, and I guess it just shows how fragile things are. Just like one little mistake and people will just eat you alive in terms of just tearing you down and maybe trying to replace you. So as stupid as it is, I mean, like, it wasn't a negative situation. She was bragging about how awesome he was, yet that image is just bad in that world. And it's ridiculous, but that's just what he was concerned about.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it did have a negative connotation because Carmela was, laughing at the table.
Yeah, so he's not wrong in his concerns. I mean, freaking Carmela was cracking about how ridiculous it is. Yeah. And then it even for Tony to be like, even though he only does it once a year, I'm sure on her birthday or something, but for Tony to be laughing about it, and then when Carmela brought it up about him, he immediately changed.
He was like pissed. Like, we don't talk about this.
Yeah, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Very fragile image to portray to everyone else around you. And Tony's secret, I guess, is out there. Junior knows, his mom can't stop telling people about it. But whoever that other guy is, Junior's like right-hand man, now he knows.
Yes. The fact that Junior's also having him spy on Tony.
I think he's spying on Tony without Junior's approval, but he did it anyways.
Yeah. Now he knows where he's going.
Now he knows where he's going, and they were concerned about, damn, if he's telling her whatever, this could be how the FBI is getting information because there isn't that real foolproof doctor-patient confidentiality.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about Dr. Melfi. It's obviously not out to a lot of people that she's his doctor.
Yeah.
Really, like the neighbor knows because he referred.
Right.
And then her family knows. But I just foresee something at some point in the series becoming dangerous for her.
At some point, her life is going to cross paths with someone from the mob. To continue with the image stuff, it was really interesting to hear Tony tell that story, which again, I think it shows so much understanding and time and growth for Tony. But for him to pick up that situation where they would bring this friend over almost as just a person to kind of laugh and make fun of, and then whatever, they're not really part of the group. And for him to relate that to his current situation with all of these neighbors and the golf guys and stuff, that was crazy.
That was a shame. Very uncomfortable for him.
Yeah.
It was just ballsy to be asking those types of questions anyways. Like, if you really thought Tony Soprano was super dangerous, like, that's the questions you're gonna ask him?
How do you like The Godfather? Like, what?
Yeah.
So that was a very uncomfortable situation for him. And he played it cool. He continued on with it, got out of that situation, and was able to process that later in therapy.
Yeah, very self-aware, connecting from his youth.
Right.
So, some growth.
Growth for sure. And then the understanding allowed him to play that prank.
That was great. I love that. I loved the angle from the box, looking at the neighbors, and they're just like, what is this?
Don't open it. Don't touch it. And then I think the other character that had kind of a decision-making process obviously was Christopher. He's still kind of an idiot, doesn't do things the best way, hot-headed, smashing the guitar on that guy and stuff. But he was able to at least understand the situation enough to, unfortunately, tell Adriana the truth about what's kind of going on with her success probability.
I also thought it was really interesting, the whole Hirsch situation. I feel like he would have made his way to Hirsch at some point. I think he was like on a mission to do that. But the fact that Christopher kind of connected them, and then he even had to like apologize for not backing them up.
Right.
It seemed like a little bit like Christopher was willing to throw them to the wolves in order to make sure that Adriana could succeed.
Yeah, it's hard because he's obviously still very frustrated about his lack of movement, growth within this organization. So he still will jump at any opportunity to earn anything else on the side.
Yeah.
So that's the frustrating part and stuff. Like, what were you thinking making a meeting with this guy who just clearly wanted money? I mean, I guess he didn't know that in the beginning. No, he did say.
Yeah, no, I think he did tell him.
So he kind of put them in a shitty situation just so that he could maybe make another connection. And that connection ended up just wanting to have sex with his girl.
I do feel really bad for Christopher, though, with Adriana. I think that he was doing the best thing by, like, kind of giving her a heads up. And really taking that music to Hirsch was also, like, trying to protect her and making sure, like, hey, what do you think of this?
Obviously, she was so excited about this that, you know, she's not seeing it clearly. She just thinks she has a win on her hands.
Yeah.
So at least Christopher had the wherewithal to be like, let me get another opinion on this. And, you know, if he had 3 people look at it and 2 out of the 3 were like, this is pure garbage, and then the third one's like, yeah, this is great, but so is your girl. It was pretty easy for him, but at least he did connect it.
He did, and then, you know, he's the one that rented the studio, and he said that he got, like, one of the best engineers in there as well. So he was doing everything to, like, support her dream in this.
And he knew it would crush her, too. That's why he was like, yeah, have the dress. So it sucked. It was not a good situation for him. It didn't end well. And now they're in a legal battle, which I assume is not going to stay a legal battle. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't know. That could get really messy.
yeah, I think that might be a storyline moving forward, maybe.
It could be reoccurring.
Just a reoccurring issue with this other guy.
Right. But for once, I did actually feel bad for Christopher because I think that he did do the right thing in letting her know.
Yeah, he definitely did the right thing. He probably could have had a better delivery of it, but he did the right thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure she'll be back. I think they're very cute together.
Yeah, I think they're a great couple, and I hope they have success somehow, but I think still 2 strong episodes. Again, the character development is always fantastic, how they relate things, how deep they just go into what people are thinking and how they're motivated. It's so interesting to see. We're coming up towards the end of the first season, so I have no idea. I assume this is going to end with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, 3 episodes left. I think we touched on this before, and I think we got some comments like agreeing that these types of shows weren't like really like cliffhanger. So I don't think this season's going to end like that, but it could end in a big way.
That's true.
So I'm really excited. I'm loving this show. So we have 3 episodes left for the first season.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.